So the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point was good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Quick release by the QB. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Texas! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Quarterback checking the play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Snagged in the middle. It's McCoy.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Set up for second and short after that completion. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And that was a play where maybe the big target was open quicker or sooner than the quarterback had anticipated, but it's still no excuse to throw the ball off your back leg. You got to chop up your steps, you got to get a good base, and you got to step into the throw.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And the Volunteers get it past the sticks.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Movement here from the tight end. They're getting this guy lathered up. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Texas 13, Tennessee 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Pocket starts to collapse. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown ball!
The great thing about...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Back to pass, it's Ewers. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Makes the grab. It's Blue. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They'll try to snap it quickly. Back to the air one more time. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Pulls it in, it's held. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the
Off he goes! He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Iamaleava. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Golden. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a lead.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run play action. Feeling some heat. Wiggles free. On the run, fires downfield. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, that ball landed incomplete, but you saw the quarterback's speed, and you saw how big of an asset that is for this offense. There was a good pass rush, but he was easily able to avoid the defenders and at least give himself an opportunity to complete that throw.
On third down, he drops to throw. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Tennessee 20, Tennessee 14.
The Volunteers will kick it away to start the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground. And that ball's free behind the line. Bounced right back to them. And the Longhorns racing to the line in a hurry up.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Finds his man. It's Golden. Tackled there by the defense.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
Coming after him. And they got him for the sack. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Tennessee.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Looking for a man. It's Ewers. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. This one's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
After the misfire, now on second down. Fast motion from the offense. Got it behind the line. It's Bond. Still on his feet at the 45. He's off to the races. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas! They take the lead with the 6.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
They're bringing heat, and they're able to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollack.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up.
Texas 26, Tennessee 21.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. He tries to take the top off. Got it! Touchdown ball! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. Well, this receiver is making this passing attack look like it's going against air.
No doubt, it does. It looks like it's on air. I tell you what, you got to find a way to rough this guy up a little bit. Be physical. Make sure he takes a toll instead of all these big plays he keeps making. Make him tired, physically dent him a little bit, make him have to work a little bit harder than you have been.
On to attempt the try.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 2 here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Texas offense. To the air, it's Ewers. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Longhorns are in the hurry up. Running back searching for a hole. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wide out in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bond. Sweet feet on the move. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Caught in the backfield. It's Golden. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Defense comes up with a really big stop there. That's nice. They don't give up the first down, so the clock keeps working, but they're on their own end of the field. They know this offense is going to start taking shots into the end zone. They better have some guys ready on the back end, ready to swat some balls away and make some plays.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Probably need to pick up a few yards. From here, it would be a 62-yard attempt. To the air, it's Ewers. It's complete on the right side. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He wants to throw. Intercepted. Bringing it back. The 40. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a